Gentlemen, it's officially time to put your money where your mouth is because it's the coveted, it's the famous, and it's the award-winning Chips and Slips segment presented to you by Outlier Bet, the smarter betting tool. We have a plethora of
Jared
what looks
Goff under
to be.
yards.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know if we were there yet, but that would.
That's
that,
NFL.
I know it is.
You
I'm
know
saying
what? Hey,
Jared Goff
look,
under yards.
We're kicking it off, and we're going Jared Goff under. I don't even know who he plays this week, but obviously
They play the
it's-
49ers.
Oh, no, over. Are you serious? That's
Bro,
the
yeah,
story.
Jared
Goff doesn't
Look.
play the Niners. The Rams play the
Oh
Niners.
no, I meant Matthew Stafford under. Sorry.
Oh, I was about to
Sorry.
say.
Jared
Gentlemen,
Goff under too because he hasn't
What
been
is going
playing
on?
well.
It's our favorite segment of the night. It's the Chips and Slips segment, like I said, presented by Outlier.bet, and we have a full range of games to talk about: overs, unders, money lines, spreads, a plethora, if you will. And we're going to kick it off with the new number one team, the Texas Longhorns. They have the visiting UL Monroe coming. Spread of minus 44.5 for the Longhorns, over and under of 52.5. And gentlemen, I'll be honest, there was not a money line available because they think it's going to be that big of a
Win.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
can't.
good save.
You can't, yeah, the odds
So
would be crazy.
I'm gonna go here first. I think it's gonna go under, and I think Louisiana Monroe covers. Not that that's shocking. Like we could still win by like 35.
Yeah.
But it just Arch is starting. Obviously, for a full game starting, you kind of don't know what to expect. Which I still expect us to blow them out the water. We might not score as much, and it might not be as electric as when Quinn is in, just because he can tilt the rock a little bit better. But I'm gonna go obviously Texas win, under on the points, and Louisiana Monroe cover.
Yeah, I got Texas winning, of course, and I'm going to say Monroe covers only because 44.5 is a lot of points, bro.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
That is also
Do you have the over on General Booty passing yards?
General Booty.
Hell no.
That's your guy, dude.
I'm gonna go Texas to cover because I think there's. I mean,
They're a wagon.
They are wagon. They are wagon. I don't need to say it. You all know what it is. I think that ultimately we're gonna goose egg them or hold them to at most a touchdown, but we're probably gonna goose egg them. And we're probably going to get 50. There's just too many different ways to score. We can dominate them in the running game. We're definitely going to have big plays in the passing game. We've just got like 7 guys that are probably faster than everybody on the Monroe team in the receiving room. Our offensive line's too good. Arch is going to have time. He's going to be able to run around a lot. So I think we cover, and I'm not going to touch the over-under. I'm just going to take Texas to cover.
You're better than me because if the spread is the same thing as the over under to
Yeah.
me. I have minus 44.5. You might as well take the over on that same slip because Lord, I'll tell you what. Next matchup coming is Marshall at number 3, Ohio State. Ohio State's favored by minus 40, over under a 51.5. And again, gentlemen, money line was not available because why do you think? It's Marshall at Ohio State. Shout out to our man,
Carl Chester,
yeah,
little donut boy.
Exactly.
Exactly. Crazy out there.
I do believe our friend Carl will have a good game.
AJ will be there as well.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, shout out to our boy AJ. Carlos, man, who are you looking at anything with this one? Or are you gonna stay as far away as possible?
I mean, I'm taking Ohio State money line, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's not unavailable, so probably the over. Ryan Day likes to run up the score. They're gonna cover as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Crying Ryan got to cover this game.
Oh, that's it. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, got to cover. You got to cover.
I had a question for you though.
You got to just push around Marshall and cover the 40.5. So
Yeah.
I'll take Ohio State to cover.
Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State to cover, and I'm taking Lil Dono anytime touchdown. Let's get it.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Hold on. Quick answer. 1 month in the same room. Ryan Day or Brian Kelly? Who are you staying with?
Dude, I'll stay with that little dork Brian Kelly. Ryan Day. It's on site with Crying Ryan. That Ryan Day should be in jail for what he did to Connor Stallions, and I think he might one day be in jail when it all comes out. Yeah, I can't stand that rat face Ryan Day.
Next one we got bet is Georgia Southern at number 5, Ole Miss. All right, I think this is the craziest money line of the day because this money line is Ole Miss minus 10,000.
So throw the mortgage, like everything.
Yeah, apparently that's not even going to win you a fraction of a tenth, maybe 1,000th of what you would bet. Minus 36 to cover the spread for Ole Miss, over under 65.6. Ole Miss on the spread, keep it relatively easy.
I got Georgia Southern to cover. They played good against Boise State at the beginning of the year. They have an explosive offense. I think they can keep this game a little close. 36 is still a lot of points.
I'm staying away from the spread, but I'm gonna go with the over again. Lane Kiffin likes to run that thing up, so I got obviously Ole Miss winning, and the over on the points.
Same. I'll take the over, and I was going to do that as well, but I'll take Ole Miss to cover because Ole Miss has really impressed me on the interior defensive line. Walter Nolan is just like
Bro, did y'all see that
dominating
clip
guys.
with him
Yeah,
where he
yeah,
pushed
yeah.
the offensive lineman back?
Saw that, and that clip alone right
yeah,
there
yeah. That clip was
has
good.
me taking Ole Miss, and I got Ole Miss in Texas in the national championship. So,
Wow, that's
an SEC championship rematch, national champion.
that's a pool, and that's a heck of a take. So I respect it.
That was my preseason pick.
It was. That's a very good point. Now, coming down to a certain little
That's what I
somebody
said.
in this
Ooh.
room, number 6 Tennessee storming to Norman to fight the Sooners, ranked at number 15. Tennessee favored on the spread -7, over under at 57 or is that 57? 57 and a half. But you see, I put the OU money line at plus 225, which I think is sneaky. I like that because I like OU at home. I like how OU's defense has been playing. I think Jackson's a gritty kid. I'm going to take the OU money line. I'm going to say, Cam, I'm buying into the hype.
Well, unfortunately for me, I've been into the hype all season of Oklahoma. Not because I think I'm just so used to all the old Oklahoma offenses where they're just gonna just sling that thing and score these touchdowns.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not like that. So I have lost a little bit of money just picking stuff for Jackson Arnold. But I think I'm still gonna take them. I'm still gonna take them to one, cover the spread, and 2, win the game. And 3, I'm actually going to go the under on the game as well. I want Tennessee to lose this game, for one, because all the mess that they talk. And 2, I'd rather have Oklahoma be undefeated when they play us than have a loss to Tennessee as well. So
That's a very fair assessment.
I'm going to take Tennessee to cover the 7 points. Last week, I was encouraging people to take the money line while they were still underdogs. Now they're 7-point favorites going on the road to Oklahoma. I think there's a lot of elements here. Matchup-wise, I like Tennessee in the interior on the defensive line versus where Oklahoma has struggled in the middle of their offensive line. Jackson Arnold tends to throw interceptions when he's pressured. I think he's going to get pressured a lot in this game. And so I think it'll be huge, the turnover battle. Whoever wins the turnover battle in this game, Nico Imamaliva, he can be inaccurate with his passes. I know everybody's all over him right now. Everybody loves him. He's electric. He has a beautiful deep ball. He can get a little inaccurate. So Oklahoma needs to force turnovers as well on their end. That'll be something to watch. That massive lineman that Tennessee has that transferred from LSU, I think he got a little banged up last week. He's supposed to play this week. The fall off on the guy after him is massive. So I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but that lineman that transferred into Tennessee, if he gets hurt, that's trouble for Tennessee. But I take Tennessee to cover and the under as well. I think it'll be a great environment in Norman. My score prediction, 31 Tennessee, 13 Oklahoma.
All right. Well, so now that we heard that nonsense, you see who this dude is? This guy right here is playing safety at the University of Tennessee. You know who we got back this week? Nick Anderson. Bombs over Baghdad. Let me also tell you some other things I got coming up, right? Let me go into this a little bit more. Let me go into a little bit more for you casuals.
you're a little too animated, and you say you'll never bet on your team. So
I'm not betting. I'm just breaking the game down.
okay,
I was breaking down something.
Hold on. Now, the players that we're expecting
Point
back.
out the media day picture.
Nick Anderson, elite. Branson Hickman, great center, all conference center in the American. Troy Everett. We're
Gotta
bringing
be
back
first.
Kendall Doby, elite DB. Gentry Williams, Hassan McCullough.
What's elite? Like All-American?
All American, all conference. I'd say that. But listen, we're going to be healthy. We're going to be clicking out the right time. Brent Venables is a prep master. Let's not think that this game is not important for only his coaching tenure, but also for Oklahoma's introductory into the SEC. You don't think he's been game planning Josh Heupel the all offseason? If you don't, you're crazy. Last time they matched up, Brent Venables held Josh Heupel to 6 points when he was at Oklahoma. Brent Venables can shut down defenses. He's going to have exotic blitzes coming from all angles with Zach Alley. The defense has not only the depth to do this, but they will do this. And, I heard Danny Sussman talking. He was like, come on now. Like, you really think
Sussman.
You really think they're going to be able to run the ball? Listen, they don't run the ball. We shut them down. We match up with them. They're going to go 3 and out first possession in 33 seconds. It's going to be on and popping. This is a statement game for Jackson Arnold. He's going to finally not have his hand tied behind his back. We're going to put up points. Oklahoma wins by 10. Let's get it.
That was a lot of bold predictions in one statement. I'll say this: don't let Jackson Arnold throw an interception to this guy in this game.
Nico's throwing a pick, maybe two. He threw
all
one
last year?
against NC State.
I do think Nico.
I
will turn it
never
over.
said anything about Texas games.
That's very true.
I do think Nico will have at least a turnover in this game. You gotta force one from him. But the narrative,
that might be where the game is won.
You're right. That's where
whoever
Oklahoma
does
will have
it.
to.
I mean,
Whoever has the most.
These QBs are both young, tied, and the thing that I don't understand is we talked about Tennessee and who they played prior. You got them going into a road environment against an elite, probably one of the best defensive minds in the sport right now. They're gonna be primed and ready, and they actually have the roster to do this. So that's why I think we match up with them, and I think we should come out on the good side of this.
I'll say though, before you go, the pressure on Brent Venables is at an all-time high on levels I don't think we had talked about enough. Because, like you said, Josh Heupel has not been back to Norman since he got fired, which rightfully so. They were bad at the time. They fired him. Lincoln Riley comes in. That worked out very well for Oklahoma at the time. But he went and reinvented himself, brought back Tennessee. This is truly considered a national title contender right now. So I'll give Oklahoma their props if they win this game. There's a lot of pressure. The comeback of Josh Heupel, that's a guy that Oklahoma could have gone and gotten if they would move on from Brent Venables, or they could have offered him instead of Brent Venables and got Josh Heupel. Josh Heupel comes into Norman for the first time with this Tennessee Volunteers football team and beats Oklahoma. There's more pressure on Brent Venables with that schedule behind it. You got Auburn, you got Texas, you got South Carolina, Ole Miss, LSU. Missouri, Alabama, LSU. Again, don't lose this one, because the narrative of Heupel and everything else, that pressure on Brent Venables is going to be very, very high. And I don't know necessarily that it's a good thing to not tie Jackson Arnold's arms behind his back, because if they've been playing safe with him and he's throwing that many interceptions, I don't know how many he's going to throw.
I say that more so just as he's been handicapped. Like, he hasn't had nowhere near the caliber starting offensive line, wide receivers, things like that. Like I said, this is a big swing game. Take care of business. The narrative will change around the media, and I got a ton of stuff bookmarked.
There you go.
I expected that one to get as much love as it was going to, knowing the fact that obviously this is probably both of these programs' biggest game to date. So obviously the spreads, the money lines, everything's going to be everywhere. Like I said, I like that Oklahoma plus 225, man. That's very realistic, man. I think they put it all together. Vanderbilt at number 7, Missouri. Missouri minus 20.5, over under 52.5. Missouri, the minus 1,600 favorite. Vandy plus 900.
Vanderbilt with the upset.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm not sold on Vanderbilt. They got
cover, though.
They look good at times, and they just look horrible at times. So I don't know. I'm gonna go with Missouri money line. Probably gonna go with the under on this game as well. I'm gonna stay away from the cover.
I'm going to go Vandy to cover. I just don't think that Missouri needs to be a 20.5 point favorite right now at this point in time.
That's fair enough. Missouri, I think, won't cover that either, Shoney. I think that's a beautiful point. Vanderbilt's weird. Very inconsistent team so far this year. Have a good win over Virginia Tech to start it. Turn around and lose to Georgia State this past week. So hopefully they give Missouri a little bit of action. Next matchup, number 8, Miami. And an in-state matchup game at USF in Tampa. Miami to cover at minus 16.5, over under 65.5. And Miami, the favorite at minus 700 on the money line.
Hey, USF is dangerous. I mean, I was talking to Sebastian, and he was like, I don't want Alabama to ever schedule them anymore.
They should
just play them well.
Yeah. But I think USF is dangerous. I think Miami should be fine here in this spot. I do like them to cover, but, you just never know in this game.
I'm going under on points because 65.5 is a lot of points.
Absurd.
I'm going Miami win, and I'm going Miami cover.
Give me the spread again. I can't find the game.
16.5 Miami.
Let me take Miami to cover in this game. I think Miami's the real deal. They're a national title contender. And since Alabama struggled in that game, it's an in-state opponent. Give me Miami to make a statement, Cam Ward to make a statement in this game, and cover that game. It's just a perfect statement opportunity where they might not have as many statement opportunities as everybody else does. And it's not like it's a big marquee statement game, but just the fact common opponent could be Alabama, common opponent, and then you handled them, cover the spread, and give me Miami to cover.
That's a fair assessment. Kent State also plays at number 10, Penn State. Penn State is favorited by minus 49 on the spread.
Give
Over
me Kent
under
State.
54.5, and the money line again unavailable because this should not even be a
Give
competition.
me Kent State covering the spread. Give me the under on the game.
Yeah, Kent State, the cover on the spread, that 50 points for Penn State, I don't think that offense is that explosive. Obviously, Kent State is terrible, but 50 points is a lot of points.
So it's another one of those games. Penn State to cover the spread, I'm also picking that over because there's no way they should be winning by 50 and not also covering the over under 54.5. That just seems unrealistic.
Right. Just give me the over.
Just give me the over. Straight as that. Number 11, USC at number 18, Michigan. Okay, now we got some action. USC to the big house. Minus 5.5 on the spread. Over under 46.5. USC money line. Minus 225. Give me USC spread. I think,
USC spread, USC money line.
I think they could win by over 5.5 easily.
I'm going to go with the...
Give me the under.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the under, and I'm actually going to go Michigan cover, but USC,
Yeah, you
USC
know what?
still wins.
I'm going to jump on that too. I think this game's going to be better. The quarterback change. Listen, this is on Sherrone Moore to put him in good positions to win the game, put him in positions to succeed, draw some plays up to succeed in the passing game. But also, I think Sherrone Moore is just kind of a strict coach. I don't think the orgy's necessarily going to be as terrible throwing the ball as we all think. Right.
There's an orgy in the end zone.
Right. No Diddy. For real today. But
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Michigan +6 in the under. That defense is still very, very good.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
They played, I get it, they played Arkansas State last week. They had 300 rushing yards. USC, they've improved defensively. They're not going to be world beaters again this year defensively. It's still year one under a change. I think Michigan can run the ball, and if Orgy can make enough plays, this is going to be a tight game. But the under, I love the under, and I'll take Michigan +6.
That's fair.
If they win the game, it's going to be won by his legs.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But he's going to have to make. He's going to have to make a handful.
He's going to have to be.
Make
Yeah,
some
he's not
plays.
going to win that game with his arm. If they shut down the rushing
Well,
attack,
they're gonna have to shrink the game 100%. But they're built to do it.
But he'll have to make 3 to 5 plays with his arm. You're going to have to. You won't.
in a game that they're dubbing the get a job matchup, number 12 Utah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Number 12 Utah plays number 14 Oklahoma State in Stillwater.
Yeah, get a real job.
Utah, I'm sorry, I forgot. Cam Rising is technically injured, I think, this game, or he may be back. But
He better
Utah's
play.
only favored by minus 1.5.
He better play.
Well, Zach Wilson started against Utah State. But Utah's only favored by minus 1.5. Over under at 51.5.
Over on the points.
And the money line is minus
Oklahoma State
125.
Money line. Oklahoma State cover.
Yeah.
You said Oklahoma
Same
State
bet.
money line?
I'm going under on the points, but I got Oklahoma State to win.
Lock me in with Carlos. Over and Oklahoma State.
Under on the points because these teams match up as a physicality standpoint, and I think Oklahoma State are going to try to. I've been waiting on Ollie Gordon to really get going, so hopefully they try to get him going in this game. We'll see. Maybe try to control the clock.
Maybe Texas just demoralized them.
I'm saying this to be a hater. If Cam Rising is back, I'm taking them over Oklahoma State.
Yeah, I would be
10 out
taking
of 10
it's
times.
the reason I'm taking Oklahoma State and not loving Utah in this is the Cam Rising situation.
If he's back, then I'm taking them. If not, give me Oklahoma State. I mean, they should be running at all. I think again, you could probably take that Ollie Gordon under on rushing and receiving yards because he's playing another stout defense. Maybe same issues he runs into them with is what he ran into Arkansas with. But number 13, Kansas State University is at BYU. KSU is favored -7 over under 47.5. But BYU's money line is at plus 225.
KSU all the way, but the under on the game.
I got BYU to cover. K-State to win.
That's a beautiful. I like that.
Give me Kansas State to cover.
Kansas State -7.
Yeah, I've been fading them. Give them cover.
Okay. UCLA comes down to Baton Rouge to play the Tigers, number 16 Tigers. LSU is favored by minus 24.5 points, over under at 55.5, and the LSU money line is minus 2,500. They think the Tigers are going to knock them boys out the park.
I love LSU in this game, but I don't think a team that's given up 150 plus rushing yards a game should be a 24-point favorite.
I'm going for sure UCLA covering the spread.
Yeah, UCLA to cover.
Probably over on the points and LSU money line.
I got LSU to cover. UCLA is terrible. Indiana beat them 42-13 last week. I don't see this team doing anything this year.
They are rebuilding after losing both their head coach, basically everybody on the program. They're in a tough place
Indiana's
right now.
QB threw for 307 and 4 touchdowns. What do you think Nussmeier and Lacey and them are going to do?
Yeah, they're gonna give me the over. Give me the over, and
I don't
still
know,
give
man.
me UCLA to cover.
Still
I just
pissed off
don't.
at
I just
Lacey.
that,
that's fair.
No, that defense is still just baby lotion soft. Like it is still.
It's
I
Shawman.
mean, we can skip this game. Miami, Ohio, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, everything.
Look, that's what you say, but this is one of those games that we can get caught up in easily. Notre Dame is favored by minus 27.5, over under 43.5, and Notre Dame at minus 4,000.
Give me Notre Dame. Every
Miami
game.
of Ohio to win money line. Notre Dame can't beat Mac School. No, I'm playing.
You stupid.
Notre Dame to cover. I think hopefully for Marcus Freeman's sake, they don't lose. But Notre Dame to cover.
Notre Dame cover.
Another sleeper ACC matchup pops up when Georgia Tech goes to number 19 Louisville. Louisville is only minus 10 on the spread, over under 57.5. But Georgia Tech is kind of there sneakily at a plus 320 on the money line. What are we thinking?
I've never really been high on Louisville for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm going actually Georgia Tech to get a little sneaky win. Get the underdog right here.
Nice. I like Georgia Tech as well to win, and I also like the points. Oh, clearly, but like Georgia Tech to win. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the money line. I'll take Georgia Tech at the points plus 10.5.
I think that might qualify for an under as well for me. I don't see two high explosive offenses. I see two good offenses, but 57.5 is a
give
lot.
Me the under as well.
That's a lot of points. Arkansas State at number 20, Iowa State. ISU is favored minus 21.5, over under a 51.5, and the money line's minus 2,000. I don't know if they cover by 22.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, I just don't see Iowa State being that explosive on offense. Give me the under on this game.
Yeah, give me the under.
Yeah, give me the under. They've never been that explosive on offense.
Freshman, I said freshman. North Carolina is going to start a freshman when they go to number 21 Clemson State on Saturday. Clemson is favored to win minus 20.5, over under 48.5.
You flipped it. North Carolina State's going to Clemson.
I said Clemson's going to North Carolina
No, you
State.
said North Carolina's going to Clemson State.
Oh, yeah. Y'all are absolutely right. North Carolina State's going to number 21 Clemson. Clemson favored by 20.5, over under 48.5. Clemson minus 1,600. I think a big reason also why they're so heavy on the money line is because North Carolina State quarterback Grayson McCall is out. So they're starting a true freshman in his
GGs.
place. So take that as you will.
Clemson Valley, GG's.
Clemson still has some things to show me. I don't know. I would probably stay away from this game myself, but nah.
No, I'm trusting Clemson here.
I'm trusting Clemson.
I'm taking Clemson to
They've
cover.
looked a lot better since since the Georgia game.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Clemson every
And I
day.
still think their team, when they are superior in talent, that they'll impose their will. It's just they're not going to
They have a great team.
They are
just-
I like how you said that, are a very big, we're going to do what we want kind of team.
Yeah.
We know we don't care what
That's
goes.
why they struggle against a team that can
that
match
can
up with
actually,
them.
that can actually do that. And one of the more interesting games this week, number 24 Illinois and number 22 Nebraska. Nebraska's favored at minus 8.5, over under 43.5. Illinois, the plus 270 money line favorite for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know about Dylan Raiola in
Give
this
me
one.
Illinois to cover.
Give me Illinois to cover as well.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to
like
take
that too.
Illinois to cover. A lot of people are high on Illinois this year, so screw it.
I mean, that's just a tough game. Give me Illinois to cover.
Yeah, that's gonna be-
8.5's a
I'm
lot.
going to go Illinois win.
I like that matchup.
I got Nebraska to win.
I'll go Illinois to win.
I got Nebraska to win. I think Illinois will cover, and I think this is going to be a gritty, big,
gonna be
old
a
school
Big Ten game.
Big Ten West.
Yeah, Illinois can
game.
win this.
Yeah,
That's
they can
8.5.
win.
It's a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah, they can.
So
And last was, very much so the least. Bowling Green goes to number 25 Texas A&M. A&M favored at minus 22, over under 52.5, and A&M's money line at a cozy minus 1,800. I mean, Bowling Green did give Penn State some issues earlier this season. A&M has been a bit inconsistent, has kind of found some good ways to win. But minus 22 is kind of steep.
Yeah,
Do we
give
trust
me the
it?
Falcons plus 23.
Do we trust it?
I don't know if Connor Wegman's back. Does anybody know that?
I think they're going to play.
but the
They're
Why
gonna
would I
play
care
Marcel
about
Reed.
the Aggies?
I'm just asking. Why would
I
I
think
care
they'll
about
at
either?
least give Marcel Reed another game or two and hold Weigman out injury-wise, even if he could come back. And then
100%.
You
just
think it's
see.
like injury wise or like injury wise?
They're gonna, it's more injury wise, and let's see if he can consistently.
Marcel Reed.
He looked
Yeah.
good. He's definitely a dual threat type.
Florida
Take it for
sucks.
what it's worth. Florida, I was gonna say Florida does suck, but the throws that he needed to make, he did make.
Right.
So take
right.
it for what it's worth. Boiling Green looked really confident against Penn State, and it was at Penn State.
Yeah.
Confidence is a good way to say it too. Yeah.
yeah,
you'll go to the Penn State game. I don't know if they're going to be as loud as like an A&M game,
Right.
but I'm gonna go Bowling Green to cover.
Yeah.
Over on the points, A&M to win.
Yeah, I like Bowling Green to cover. I mean, obviously they've already been tested. They've already played a really good team in Penn State on the road. I don't think A&M is going to scare them at all. And I like Bowling Green to make this game.
Is that at
competitive.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, I like Bowling Green to make it competitive with
atmosphere-wise.
freshman QB in there at 22 points. So
Stamp it, record it. You've seen it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Your chips and slips segment provided by Outlier.bet, the smartest way to bet.
Well, it's my turn.
yeah,
My
Ladies and
my
gentlemen.
sleeper game of the week.
Presenting to you.
Another 11 a.m. kickoff, but unfortunately, it is on ACC Network. I know.
11?
11 a.m. kickoff
Bro.
on ACC Network to make it worse. So you might have to pull up the little stream east on this one. I don't know what you got. Allegedly, might have to pull up the little stream east on this one if you ain't got the network. But I'm going James Madison at North Carolina. Got the spread at 10.5 for UNC, 47.5 total. This is going to be a great game. Obviously, North Carolina's the ACC. The ACC is kind of wide open, so James Madison isn't in the ACC, but to keep them undefeated, keep them steady, they got to win this game. James Madison, Group of 5 team that can make some noise in the Sun Belt, win it, maybe get a playoff championship. And this is a team that they got to beat in order to do it. I love underdog, man. I'm gonna go with the upset. James Madison, rocking with the boys.
simple. Oh, okay, yeah, it's doable.
I like that.
For sure. Yeah,
I
it's
like
definitely
that.
doable. Especially, I mean,
If they can hold the rushing attack, I'll believe in it.
yeah, Marion Hampton.
Nah,
is a dog.
he's
James
he's
Madison's a
banned.
serious football
He's not
program.
banned, bro.
He's
James
banned.
Madison's
not
a
banned.
legit program.
They are. Since they've joined FBS, they've been obviously one of the more successful programs in the GFI.
pretty much right away.
So, and that you don't really see that with those programs.
No, like look at Sam Houston State. Like it takes years to adjust to that usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if they want to contend for the college football playoff, this is where you start.
There you go. That was a good game. I like that game.
Yeah. Well, that'll do it for you guys. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on all the socials, Opinionated Sports everywhere. Check out the Shoney Jackson Show as well. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully it's a good week for me. You know what I'm saying? Or it's going to be a sad week. I might have to get on the socials and put up a little rant.
Yeah.
Things don't go my way.
Boy might have to get out of pocket, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, you got
for
a lot of people on your neck if y'all
Yeah,
win.
you invited
lose.
a lot.
So-
Shoney Jackson Show though, this was I think my best episode.
It was
start to finish.
great, yeah.
Tune into that, and I switched it to college and pro. We'll do college and pro 2 times a week. The first show will be a review of the previous week. The later week show will be a preview prediction show. So tune it in, Shoney Jackson Show. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and check out. Make sure we have Cam's Corner loading up. I just put
Yeah,
out one for
I
Malik,
like Cam's
for Malik
Corner.
Neighbors, wide receiver, obviously electric talent in
No
NFL.
Diddy.
We'll be doing those more often once we get some of the logistics figured out. But
Remember to check out the clips. Link in the bio if you would like to try our free week for Outlier.bet. Again, the smartest betting tool to use using real life trends, analytics, and data to help you pick the smartest bet when it's your time to hit the big boards. Gentlemen.
that was a great episode.
Welcome.
Love it.
Love y'all more than you know. Not
Boomer.
as much as you think. Go Vols.